Hey guys, how are you today? Hanging in there. Today we got some snow, so that's exciting. The real first snowfall of the year. Yay. Okay, well, whatever. It'll melt soon. It'll be gone. You want to look at it quick? Well, you can't really see it. Okay, whatever. There's snow, believe me, it's there. Okay, so today I've got my favorite masks, rinse-off masks and skincare peels to talk about. I don't really talk about masks very often. You know, if there's one thing you can save money on, cleanser is definitely a good thing to save money on, and masks aren't necessarily necessary. You don't need to use a mask, but sometimes it's nice, or sometimes they have certain benefits. Certain peels are nicely exfoliating, so sometimes it's add a nice mask in there. And anyway, so got them all. So I'm going to start with this one from The Ordinary, which is $13.80. I swear the last time I talked about this, it was $12, but correct me, I could be wrong, but I swear it was less. Okay, so this is just a rinse-off clarifying mask. It's got 2% salicylic acid in there. It also has kaolin in there and squalane. And I haven't opened this one up yet, but when you dispense it, it looks like almost like a charcoal mask. And then you rinse it off and your skin feels really nice and soft. I repurchased this. This is probably my 4th bottle of it. So it's one of my favorites because it's super affordable. Some masks you can spend upwards of $100 more on, and for something you're going to rinse off, save money on that and spend money on a good sunscreen or a good moisturizer that you like, because it doesn't spend much time on your skin and it goes down the drain in the end, just like cleanser. So okay, so that's one worth talking about. This one's probably the most expensive one, the Dermalogica Hydro Mask Exfoliant. And if you watch my videos, I'm not a crazy Dermalogica brand fan. They do have a handful of products that are nice, and this is one of them. It's a fragrance-free rinse-off mask, and it's got bamboo licorice exfoliating spheres in there. So it feels kind of nice and kind of a little bit of physical exfoliation there. It's got turmeric, cucumber, eggplant. It's got several different ferments and licorice. So it feels really nice and hydrating. I think this one you just leave on your skin for 3 to 5 minutes, and I just lost my paper. So I'm going to grab that. But anyway, so this one's a little bit pricey. It's a little bit bigger. It's 1.7 ounces. And it's nice. And I've repurchased it once. So that says something. Okay, hang on. Okay. That's it. I'm back. Okay, that's the negative of having your countertop full of stuff is there's no room to set anything. So you just kind of get used to it, or dropping stuff all the time. Okay, next up, coming in at $13 is the Papa Recipe Eggplant Clay Mask. I believe this might be in a new package. So the packaging to it that I linked to it yesterday might look a little different. But it's really nice, kind of an oil-absorbing, slightly physical exfoliating mask. I use this one more often during the summer when my skin tends to get a little bit oily. I don't have oily skin often, but in the summer when I'm exercising outside a lot, it does tend to get a little bit on the oily side. So this one's really nice. So we've got eggplant, we've got kaolin, which is a good oil-absorbing ingredient, walnut. Walnut provides some physical exfoliation, centella, and then allantoin. So it's got some nice ingredients in there. And the more and more I read, everyone had us afraid of micro tears from physical exfoliants. I think it was Paula's Choice. And the more and more I read, that might not be so true. Or if it is true, it heals very quickly. I don't know. I still don't want to scrub something very harsh on my face or skin. But anyway, this one's quite nice and no fragrance. And if you have oily skin, it's really nice and super affordable too. Okay, next up, this one's a brightening mask from Urban Skin RX. And it's their Hypercorrect Intense Fading Cream. It's $48. And I will link to it at Amazon. It's sold and shipped by Urban Skin RX. And this one contains 5% Cysteamine, which is a kind of a newer brightening ingredient. This mask has a strong sulfurish scent, probably from that. So if you are opposed to strong natural sulfurish scents, I don't recommend you buying it. The scent is there, it's noticeable. Once you rinse it off, it's pretty much gone, but it is strong. It also contains niacinamide and vitamin E, and this would be a mask that you would use daily before cleansing. So they say directions: use once a day before cleansing, apply a thin layer to skin, let dry and leave on 15 to 20 minutes, and then rinse it off and go with your routine. So I'm always into anything that helps brighten my skin, and this one I think didn't hurt. I didn't notice as much benefits from it as some other brightening ingredients, but it definitely didn't hurt, and I think it probably helped the cause. So anyway, it's a little tricky because once you add this in, you're going to add 20 minutes to your routine every day, or you could use it 3 times a week or every other day or something like that. So it is a little bit of a addition into the routine length, and perhaps it might just be better going with something with that Cysteamine in a leave-on product with a little bit lesser amount for more benefits. But anyway, okay, next up, this is one I've repurchased. Tula So Smooth Resurfacing and Brightening Fruit Enzyme Mask. It's just a gentle exfoliating mask. It's got glycolic acid in here, pomegranate ferment, willow bark extract, turmeric, and then pineapple. Pineapple is a really interesting exfoliating ingredient, and if you've ever eaten too much pineapple, you will know the bromelain in there really is tenderizing. That's what they use a lot of times for meat tenderizing or for thick cuts of beef that aren't tender. Bromelain from pineapples, and when you eat too much of it, they call it the fruit that eats you back because your mouth will be very sore. The only way to get rid of that is to heat up the pineapple, warm it up before you eat it, because then it deactivates that bromelain. So anyway, so when I'm going to binge on it, I warm it up on the stove, because a couple times of overdosing on it, and my mouth's very, very tender for quite a few days. So okay, next up, the PSA Skin Follow the Light. They also have a Light Up mask. This one is my favorite between the two. It's just a rinse off chemical exfoliating mask. It's $32. It's got 10% mixture of glycolic and lactic acid. Also contains 5% vitamin C, pomegranate enzymes, centella, and then lactobacillus ferment. So this one's really nice. What else do they say? Glutathione, vitamin E. And this one you just apply once a week or twice a week for 20 minutes, and then rinse it off. It's really a nice mask, and hopefully the PSA Skin brand will get more attention, because I love some of their products, but anyway, a lot of them seem to be in and out of stock. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully it doesn't go away, because I really love a lot of their products. Their cleanser is amazing. So okay, I've got a handful more. Next up, coming at $11, the CosRx AHA, BHA, PHA, LHA peel. It's got all the HAs in it, so it's got a lot going on. But overall, at first when I picked this one up, I thought it was going to be too much, too strong. I mean, it's got HAs, PHAs, BHAs, and LHAs. It's going to be strong, but it is gentle enough. I was surprised. It's not super irritating. So basically in here, it's just a rinse off peel. They say use once a week, leave on for no more than 10 minutes and rinse off. So we've got glycolic acid, lactic acid, mandelic acid, glucolactolone, and then salicylic acid. So overall, it's nice, and it's more gentle than I expected. So a lot of the other peels, like the one from The Ordinary, the red peel there, my skin doesn't tolerate it at all. And I thought maybe this one would be too much, but it wasn't. So I was impressed and happy with that. Okay, the rest we've got left are peels. So this one's the Polish Choice Skin Perfecting, 15% AHA plus 2% BHA peel for $44. And Polish Choice got kind of expensive, but anyway, so this one's just, again, another rinse off weekly peel. In here we've got glycolic, lactic, mandelic, tartric, malic, and salicylic acids. I like the combination of HAs and BHAs, because then targets gets deeper into the pores when you add in that salicylic acid factor versus the lactic and glycolic acid. If you're looking for a really strong peel, the Makeup Artist Choice, they make a ton that are really strong. I haven't messed with them, but a lot of people have really good luck with them. So if it's probably very close to what you would see in a esthetician's office. So it might be worth checking out. I don't know. I'm not that brave. But anyway, so that one's nice. And I think it's purple, this mask, so it's kind of pretty. Okay, last but not least, then we got one runner up. So this is the Verse Doctor's Visit Resurfacing Mask at $17. It's got a really jelly texture, although I haven't opened this one for a while, so let me see if it's still jelly or not. Yeah, you can still see the jelly. So this one's a really nice, again, a weekly rinse-off mask. So in here, this one's a little bit more gentle. We've got lactic acid, pineapple, salicylic acid, and turmeric. So I will link to this one at Target. It's really nice. And in terms of the peels I've mentioned, this is probably the most gentle one, yet still effective out of all of them. So I really like this one. And then Isntree came out with a peel, which I've tested a couple times now. They're hyperacid 30 serum. This one's another one with AHAs, BHAs, PHAs, and LHAs, as well as niacinamide, allantoin, and charcoal water. So this one turns out to look like charcoal when you apply it. So it's easy to, there you go. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. I wonder what Lincoln would think when I walk around. He gets scared when I wear a hat, like a baseball hat. Lincoln will not recognize me. So anyway, I wonder what he'd think when I walk around with something like that on. So anyway, so these are my current favorite masks and peels, and we've got the whole price scam. We've got from $11 all the way up to $64, and to be honest, spend less and save money for a nice sunscreen or a moisturizer. So anyway, interested in hearing from you guys. If you have any favorite masks, leave a comment, and I will see you more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.